today learn is some modulus properties, right? So whenever you solve any competitive question or not competitive on any online coding test, you must have definitely seen somewhere print the answer modulo 10 to give a 9 plus 7. This is a very common, you might have seen it. So one thing is, I don't know why only this number is famous, but one of the reason it is prime and it has just become a standard. So why people ask you to print the modulo? The reason is sometimes because you only know that yes, in C++ you can only store up to number 10 to the power 8 if you don't using any big number library or so. Approx 10 to the power 18 and that too in long int. If we talk about integer numbers, but they want you to give the answer. So what they generally do is they ask you to print the answer modulo this number, and this number we make ensure because let's say if I ask you to give answer from answer modulus b, so this term will be always lie between 0 to b minus 1, right? Like 3 modulo 5 is 3. Even if I give you 11 modulo 5, it is 1. So answer will be always 0 to 4. That is very simple maths, right? So that's why they generally give you 10 to the 9 plus 7 or any modulo. I'll just take one example over here. Let's say you have to calculate 100 factorial mod this number. I'm just representing it as mod now. Okay. Now, if you see this number is very big, and if you don't realize, you can just try in your compiler in editor. You can, I guess, only print it to 16 factorial. I'm not sure, but approx 16 factorial you can print, but after that it will overflow. You cannot store it in a long integer. So, but they have asked you to print this, and let's say mod is again 10 to the 9 plus 7. So right now you might be thinking, how will I store this big number? But the problem setter who has set this problem don't care about it. He wants this answer modulo 10 to the 9 plus 7, and that is definitely between 0 to 10 to the 9 plus 7, and which can be fit in an integer range or long end, right? So at this time, modulus properties always helps us. So it is a very small and basic thing in competitive programming, but it's used many times. So I just describe you 4 properties that will be enough for you. And later I'll explain why I'm repeating it again, because I discovered this part in my previous videos also. So simple property number 1 is a plus b mod, we'll just write simple c. So you can, it's a commutative and you can break it like this: a mod c plus b mod c whole mod c. I'll just write one simple example also. So 2 plus 7 mod 3, you can write it as 2 mod 3 plus 7 mod 3 whole mod 3. You can calculate it on the both sides, you will get the same answer. Second property is a multiply b mod c. Okay, so if I see this, I can write it like this: a mod c into, similarly like plus, b mod c whole mod c. Okay, so we are just breaking this a and b. The example is very simple, you can just copy it. Third property is a minus b mod c. Now you might be thinking, you can write it like a mod c minus b mod c mod c. So it is fine till a is greater than b. But what happens, let's say you are taking this example. Let's take one example. You have to pick this: a is 1 and b is 4, right? So let's say you have something like 2 minus 3. So it will be again 2 minus 3 mod c, which is minus 1 mod c. So people generally, it's very simple, but people sometimes don't know here what is negative number mod c. So it is nothing but this c plus this number. Okay. So whenever you are getting any negative number, you can just add it to your mod, like minus 2 mod 5 will be 5 plus minus 2, which is 3. So minus 2 mod 5 is 3. Okay. So but to make it things simpler, we have just derived a common formula. You can just simply write it like this: A minus B plus C mod C. So this formula, either you can write if else condition, that is up to you. If you want, if you think that is simple, if my positive, if A is greater than B, use this, else simply add this, or you can just use simply this formula. It will you can use this for both the conditions, like if like condition like this: 2 minus 3 mod 5. So 2 minus 3 plus 5 mod 5. Now minus 1 plus 5 is 4, so it will become 5 mod 4 is 4. And if you look closely, you can easily able to derive here why this formula is working. It's very simple formula, because whenever it's plus, C will cancel, and whenever it's negative, you are just adding it with that negative number, and that will be lesser than C. Okay, so I just misking. So we have derived this three formula. Number one is A plus B mod C, A into B mod C, A minus B mod C. Now the most important, not important, but most tricky thing is the divisor part. Okay, so again let's try. So again ideal thing: A by B mod C. So this mod is not that simple. So I'm not going to derivation and all, because I just use this for now. So you can derive it using Fermat theorem. You can Google it if you want to research more. But it is just simply a multiplicative inverse. But if let's come to the formula directly. What you have to do it over here is, but it is the most important formula. A divided by B mod C can be written as A mod C into B to the power C minus 2 only if C is prime. A mod C into B to the power C minus 2 mod C and whole mod C. Okay. So now this is interesting. These things are very simple, but let's first talk about that question, and then we'll discuss this fourth part. So the question was 100 factorial print mod C, right? So if I look right now, the problem is I cannot store 100 into 99 into 98 into 97 till 1 in a single number. So let's say it is simply 100 into 99 into 98 till 1 mod this C, right? But now as I know the properties, here A into B mod C can be written as A mod C into B mod C. I can write it like 100 mod C into the rest of the part, 99 into mod C. Now again I will take 99 out, 100 into 99 mod C into this part. So basically I'm just taking this number, so I'm just taking one number out, 100 into 99. This will be something under integer. And the trick is, whenever, let's say, at this point, let's say 64, this is assuming, it crossed the integer range, but you have applied a mod over here, so it will again come back to that integer range. So that's how you can simply use it, simply solve it. And if I remember, I'll just send you the link of this question. I have solved it somewhere, exactly. So this is very simple things, but yeah, if you don't know, you can't solve these things. So these are like, that's the problem. What we face is that we do some question, but we don't know the tools how to solve it. Now let's talk about this. How will this help us? So I'm assuming you have learned the formula for now. So let's say, I'm just giving you a simple again question. You have to find A to the power B mod C. Now this is our question, okay? So now, right, you must be thinking it is again A into A into A, but and we can just simply use our mode over here. But the thing is, we have already know that we can solve this in some other way, right? I mean, you can just here we can solve it is using our mod, this binary exponentiation, right? But we just need to add this mod over there. So let's go to our code, and it's very simple now. So now if I give you a question, earlier what was the problem was, if I am giving you 2 into 10 to the 9, at that time I told you, yeah, just assume you have a big container, but you don't have that, right? So person will never give you this here, calculate this, but he can definitely give you like this, 10 to the 9 plus 7. Now print this. Now your linear solution will fail. You will come back to our binary exponential solution, but this trick, something mod is over here, so you nothing need to worry. You just have to add mod, because mod is commutative. What you can do is, I written this code. So it's simple. It is the same duplicate of this code. If you see it closely, I'm just adding one extra parameter, mod. So what I'm doing is, again taking C in A comma B, I'm just adding taking mod, which is 10 to the 9 plus 7. So when this L is, so always add L whenever you're typecasting a number into long end. These are very small things, but very useful. So I'm just adding L. So it is 10 to the 9 plus 7. Now this, guys, you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. So where were we? Yeah. So what I'm doing is simply, okay, I think we should, 1 second, I'll just, sorry, I missed the open code. Sorry, my bad. This code we are discussing. You simply just need to print A ki power B. So what you have to do is, fast power, with the same function, I'm just adding mod over here. So I'm just sending the mod, right? And if you look at code, earlier the code was this. We are just simply temp into temp. Now I'm just adding a mod over here. Yeah, temp into temp, modulus mod. And in the second part also, I'm using A into temp, and this is the interesting part. Just look at closely, and because people do a lot of mistake over here. So what people generally do is, they do like this: A into temp, mod. But this internal thing can also be greater than long int range. So always use 2 mods. So at every step you have to take a mod. If you multiply 5 numbers, always do 2 at a time. So A into temp mod into temp mod. So you're just adding mod everywhere. If you compare this code, I'm just adding mod over here, and just sending the mod with a function. So this is your complete function for A ki power B mod C. So I'll again say, write this function and just use this function as your some template or so, at least for the people who are still in college, because you will definitely get this coding contest, and you don't have the time to write it again and again. First time write it yourself, make sure you understand it, and then just reuse these functions. Okay, so that's how it's very simple to calculate this 2 into 10 to the 9, 2 ki power 10 to the 9 mod C. Now let's come to the interesting part again. So we discussed this formula here, A divided by B mod C. I'm just writing it again. How will we find it? So if you look closely, what we wrote is A mod C into B ki power mod minus C minus 2, B ki power C minus 2 mod C whole mod C. This is the formula, right? So now just let's take one example at a time. So it's like 2 ki power, let's say you have to calculate again 2 into 10 to the power 9 mod 10 to the power 7 plus, let's take a simple example. Let's say you have to calculate 3 ki power 1000 and mod 10 to the power 9 plus 7, the standard mod, right? So if I look again, what I can do is, so let's take one step. So it will be like 3 mod, I'm just writing C over here for simplicity. C is this number, B is again, yeah, B is 1000 ki power C minus 2, C is again 10 to the power 9 minus, so it will be basically 10 to the power 9 plus 5 mod C and whole mod C, right? So this is simple. 3 mod C you already know. Now look at this term, A ki power 10 to the power 9 plus 5 mod C, and this we just calculated right now. We wrote a function to calculate A ki power B mod C, right? So that's how you can simply calculate it. And as you know, so the complexity will be log of B. Someone asked me in the session here, the complexity will be constant. So the complexity of taking mod is constant, but the overall complexity to find A ki power B mod C is log of B. So that's how you can calculate it. So again, I'll show you the code, or you can write it yourself. So that's the part. Again, I'm taking A ki power B. So what I'm doing is very simple. If you see, I'm just reading the code. If you just look at the steps, what we are doing is A into this B ki power C minus 2 mod C, right? So this is my A. First I did A mod A. Then I have to calculate B ki power C minus 2. So this term B ki power C minus 2, I'm just passing the mod. So it is calculating for me. And then just simply checking answer into temp. Okay. So this is a simple part. Now the trick is, let's say you calculated it and you are getting wrong answer. So what will you do? How will you calculate? Because no calculator will give you this answer. 3 ki power 10 to the power, this what is called that? 3 ki power 1000. It is a very big number, right? So one website is there. I'm not sure you might be knowing or not. Wolfram Alpha. I used to use it very much during my college time. So it is very much used too much, I guess, supercomputer so to calculate the answers in very less time. So if you calculate here, let's say you want to check our answer. You want to calculate 3 ki power 1000. Mod you have to write it like this. 10 to the power 9 plus 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. And just print the enter. So I'm just telling you to debug your solution, right? So you got the answer. Now let's check our code. So our code was this part. Simply, I'm just trying to calculate the 3 ki power 1000 wala part. So I'm using this code, binary exponential mod. ./a.out. 3 ki power 1000. So now you can see 56888193, 56888193. So basically just to debug, let's say right now we are getting the correct answer, but let's say sometimes you're not getting the correct answer. So it is used to do check any mathematical calculation as big. Even if you are looking at 2, 3 again 0, it will calculate the answer. And believe me, as you know, this is too much big number, right? Okay. So this is some tricks I used to do. Again, another trick I have opened it for is this website. I am just telling this to many for the college students. You can definitely use this. So one is OEIS.org. So sometimes in coding problems, the solutions are very simple. Like there might be a series following, and you can just directly get the formula. So you can just hit and trial. So you can just enter some numbers over here. Let's say you know the answer for 1, 4. Let's say the question is there where they have given the answer for 1, 2, and 3. And let's say you can write the brute force till 16. Okay. But you don't know the answer for, you cannot write the code for the big numbers because it is giving you TLE. But you are able to find the answer for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 using some brute force. So what you can directly, let's say you can just directly write the terms over here. I'm just writing a simple term, simple sequence for now. And it will directly give you the formula. So I don't remember exactly these questions. If I try to find out, today also I was trying to look in my CodeChef long because I have used this many times. So you can just directly print the number of the series. It's a small trick or hack, you can say, and you'll directly get the formula. And this formula will be something like 3 ki power n, 3 ki power something or whatever. And there, this modulo function will come into picture. So this is all interconnected. You can say it's a complete universe of this number theory. You can use this independently or together. So that's why this binary expansion is simple, but if you know all the things, it is very interesting. Okay. So just, I think, yeah. So just, I'll discuss one very interesting question, which is very simple, but it is very interesting. Let's say the question is, you just have to print A into B mod C. So this is the question. Now you must be wondering, yaar, isme kya hai? Matlab, it's very simple. I can, if 2, 3, I can just directly write, it's a 10. I can directly write 6 mod 10, which is 6. Now comes the interesting part. The question, that's why I always ask you to look the constraints. The constraints are A, B, C are between 1 to 10 to the power 18. Okay. Now, even if you take, let's say, mod commutative, here I will do like this: A mod B into B mod C, all mod C. The thing is, this part will be between, A mod C into B mod C, the whole mod C. Let's say you try to solve it like this. Okay. It's a very good question. So the problem is that A mod C will be of range again 0 to 10 to the power 18, because this C is also of the range 10 to the power 18, not 10 to the power 9 plus 7. if it would have been 10 to the power 9 plus 7, then you could have simply do this. It will be again 0 to 10 to the power 18. So when you multiply, it will be of order 10 to the power 36. And this number, you cannot store it anywhere. So what to do? How to solve it? It seems very simple, but it is not that much. But now let's try to do some match some analogy. Okay. Earlier I gave you a question. Here find a ki power b mod c, right? So there, yeah, the problem was ki again this number was very big. You were not able to store it, but what you did is you break it into sub problems like a into a, b times, right? Now look at this closely. A cross b mod c. How can I write it? I can write it like a plus a plus a plus a b times, right? And now the question becomes simple and same. I can write it like basically again, if I have some function to calculate this, here find this. Basically, this function something like add a 4 times. Earlier it was multiplication function, and it will now to find the formula for a ki power this a into 4. I will use this add function a2 a comma 2 a comma 2. So if you compare these two things, they are totally same. The only difference is you are writing a ki power b as a into a into a into a b times. This a into b as a plus a plus a plus a to b times. I'm not sure whether you will get this question anywhere or not, but I find it very interesting. So if you have to write the code for this, what you have to do is you can just directly go in your binary expansion function and just replace your into with plus. This is some b minus 1. Yes, that's enough. And now let's, what is this binary expo, right? Let's just try to run this. Hope I am not doing some mistake. If a is 1 time, then add a, right? So anyway, if it get wrong, we'll check. 3 at 10 times, it is 30. 10 at 10 times, it is 100.